Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Renwick and this is my campus analysis presentation on a research institution. The research institution that I am going to analyze in this presentation is the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, or UNC for short. We're going to begin with discussing a little bit about the aggregate environment, including the environments as people. The environments as people is essentially the mission of the campus. UNC's mission is to serve as a center for research, scholarship, and creativity, and to teach a diverse community of undergraduate, graduate, and professional students to become the next generation of leaders. You can see here in the mission that UNC is committed to serving a diverse community. UNC's population is rather diverse. While 71% of the student population is Caucasian or white, there's still another 29% that is made up of people with various ethnicities. The second largest population on UNC's campus is Asian Americans at 15%, followed by Black/African Americans at 9%. The student population is made up of 18,350 undergraduate students and 10,669 graduate students. The student breakdown is 42% male and 58% female. The average freshman retention rate is 96.8%. Moving on to the person-environment congruence, we see here that the average freshman retention rate, as previously mentioned, is 96.8%. However, the institution enrolls approximately 800 transfer students a year. About 34% of the transfer students transferred from a North Carolina community college. The top feeder for transfer students is Wake Technical Community College. When looking at the student subculture, it's important to note the campus organizations. Surprisingly, majority of the student body is not involved with Greek life. Only 18%, in fact, are involved with Greek life. That leaves a remaining 82% of the student body that is not involved. There are 865 registered organizations at UNC. 24% of them are academic-based. This includes honor societies as well as major-specific organizations. 16% are special interest organizations. For example, Air Force ROTC, Bacon of the Month Club, Carolina Foursquare Club. And 13% are service-based organizations. This information indicates to me that the student subculture at UNC is dedicated to academics as well as service. They are highly motivated and like the popular majors of psychology, biology, and economics. I hypothesize that their career interests align with those specific popular majors. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about the physical environment. Placemaking. UNC places all of its buildings together. The purpose for this is to promote social interaction and encourage an exchange of ideas. You can see here in the picture on the left that the landscaping and cleanliness of the campus is something that UNC is proud of, and it helps to promote a welcoming and comfortable environment to encourage settlement and retention. It's no wonder that UNC has a 96.8% retention rate. The campus is absolutely gorgeous and in pristine condition. When discussing wayfinding, it is important to study a campus map in order to familiarize yourself with key landmarks in the layout of the campus. By following specific signage or looking for signs that say you are here, you will be able to help keep yourself on track and find where you want and need to go. The right-hand picture here shows the walk of Chapel Hill. It gives you an approximate mileage as well as arrows that indicate where specific buildings or landmarks are. To the left, you can see a campus map. We're going to go ahead and watch a brief video that explores some of the interesting things regarding the campus at UNC. The video shows some of the campus environment at UNC. It is important to note in terms of artifacts and symbols that all of the buildings are equipped with correct ADA requirements. This indicates that UNC cares about accessibility as well as inclusivity. It is also important to note that the students in the video are following prominent walkways and paths. This is helping them to stay along popular routes and avoid wandering into unfamiliar places. Lastly, I want to point out again the landscaping and cleanliness of the university. The cleanliness as well as the landscaping indicates that the campus is well maintained. Again, the maintenance is promoting a welcoming and comfortable environment to encourage settlement and retention. In the video, I mentioned that one of the important artifacts and symbols is the fact that all of the buildings are equipped with full ADA requirements. Another important artifact and symbol to note is the Old Well. The Old Well is the most treasured landmark at UNC and stands at the heart of campus. Its tradition states that if you sit from the Old Well on the first day of classes, you will have good luck for the coming year. The Old Well is just one of the important landmarks at UNC. In terms of socially constructed environments, another important landmark to note is the Moorhead-Patterson Bell Tower. The bell tower rings every hour of the day to remind students and faculty of the generosity of two prestigious alumni. The tradition of the bell tower is that seniors climb the tower steps to savor the views of the campus a few days prior to commencement. Another thing regarding socially constructed environments is environmental press. UNC has received several awards, most notably those from Princeton Review and the U.S. News and World Report. You can see here that it ranks number 5 as the top public schools and number 13 best value schools. When looking at College Prowler, UNC received an A+ rating. Below is a breakdown of the several different categories. It looks like parking is the biggest complaint, but everything else received approximately an A+ rating. Another aspect of socially constructed environments is the social climate. This short little video is going to discuss some of the personal assessments that both students and staffs reflect about the programs at UNC.
Well, I'm the youngest of 9 children, and ever since my oldest brother attended Carolina, I've been coming to this great university all throughout my childhood, and I experienced it through 6 older siblings, but I wanted to call it my own university. What defines Carolina to me is not so much the academic opportunities or the extracurricular activities. It's the people that I go to school with each and every day. They challenge me to think outside the box, to have those uncomfortable conversations so that I can become a better person in this world.
Carolina has a unique commitment to public service. The central thing is what you've given back and what this community has left once you've graduated.
At the end of the day, we're talking about how do we make the state a better place? How do we make our young people more talented and well-trained to take advantage of employment opportunities at the end of the day? And how do we solve some of the seemingly intractable problems in this state?
The I Am Carolina video is a powerful one because it outlines the perceptual observations of both the faculty and students. Their observations promote a culture that falls under the socially constructed environment. That leaves us with our last environmental category, which is organizational environment. The organizational environment of UNC is broken down by organization. The centralization starts with Carol Folk, who is the chancellor of UNC. Below her, you can see that there are several vice chancellors, including Joel Curran, David Ruoff, and Matthew Fajak. In terms of formalization, UNC has a course catalog, also known as the Directory of Classes. You can see the sample of the Directory of Classes located here on the right of the screen. It is published before advising and registration begin for each semester and summer session. UNC offers more than 75 majors and minors in 60 departments, as well as 68 doctoral programs and 113 master's programs. In terms of production, UNC has a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio. It also has 3,778 faculty members and 8,409 staff members. Again, the retention rate at UNC is 96.8%. In terms of diversity, you can see the breakdown located below. It is important to note that UNC ranks number 3 in economic diversity. This relates back to the university's mission of creating a diverse community that teaches people from all walks of life. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you for listening to my presentation.